Good day, everybody. Time for weather news with J7409, the name you know, the news you can use. Of course, this is the GFS, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. Thank you, Levi, for letting us use this. It is the latest run. I would suggest that you watch this video in its entirety because, people, we have snow and lots of it coming to parts of the U.S. Now, before I turn it on and let it roll, this is the baby brother to the big brother coming in. We're going to have multiple systems throughout the remainder of this month that's going to bring snow, freezing rain, sleet, and ice for many of us. Now, this isn't looking like too bad right now. We'll turn it on. You'll see what I'm saying, but please, the watches and warnings have already started for Boston, New York, Pennsylvania, all sorts of places. I'm talking about with lots of snow. And up in Maine, especially down around the South China area of Maine, they're forecasting one thing, but I wouldn't be surprised if you get close to a foot before it's all said and done. Not in the first round of snow. It's going to be pretty light for mostly everyone, I think, with probably 1 to 2 inches of snow. But when Big Brother comes down and comes across, that's going to be another situation, and it's going to be right on the heels. So before all of this is said and done by Monday or Tuesday, there's going to be lots of snow in New England. So let's turn it on. Here's what's happening. You know, we do have this major winter storm, and it is continuing across the western U.S. and then reaches the plains by tomorrow. Now, a severe winter storm has been hammering California. My goodness, they've had everything from avalanche warnings to 2 to 3 feet of snow warnings, you name it, plus a lot of rain. They've had blizzard condition warnings, and all of this has been happening with 2 to 3 feet of snow in places out in California in the mountainous area and a little over in Nevada. Now, they do have a chance for some rain, okay, in Southern California, and this isn't good either because it's particularly where the burn scars exist in the Los Angeles region, and that is just going to be a big issue for the possibility of these mudslides, and oh, it's just awful. California's having a real rough time with the weather right now, okay? So we need to keep our eyes on that. Now, the upper level trough responsible for the ongoing storm over the western U.S., as I call it, the Big Brother storm to the little storm, it's going to generate a new surface low over the western high plains by tomorrow morning. And this is going to be the next big feature to monitor coming up this weekend. Freezing rain, heavy snow, and heavy ice are expected in association with the storm system through the central and eastern United States. I'd say right on through till at least Sunday night or Monday, okay? So this heavy snow, it should begin tomorrow evening over the central plains, then progress eastward by the weekend. Now, in the wake of the storm, cold air. Cold air is going to shoot down from Canada as an Arctic surface high. It's going to plunge southward from Canada and result in the very frigid temperatures across the plains and the upper Midwest. So it is going to get cold everywhere. Before this is said and done, some of us will get it sooner than others, but everybody's going to see the temperatures drop at some point. But hopefully they'll warm back up as soon as we have this big 24 to 48 hour freeze out. Now, what you're looking at here is the NDFD model, okay? And this is only going to go through the short period for the first system that moves through. The snow will not look quite so significant, maybe 1 to 2 inches. You can see the inches up here. This is what it's looking like very early this morning. We will move it along. This is around 1 p.m. this afternoon. Then we'll shoot on up to around 7 p.m. this evening. You can see the snow has started. Maybe an inch up in the Detroit area, parts of Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, right in this area. Detroit's going to have some. And as the Big Brother system moves in, you can see there's 5 inches right there. That's by 7 p.m. tonight. So, like I say, this doesn't go up, but so far, this is Friday morning, 1 a.m., right after midnight tonight. And we will move it up to 7 p.m. tomorrow. So it's looking like most of you guys up here, I'd say 1 to 2 inches with the first system that moves through, and that's going to go all the way up through Maine. With the first system that we're watching, light snow, not heavy snow. Now, as you can see, these are the watches and warnings that are up for now. It's not moving across for the Big Brother storm yet, except for out west. This will be the Big Brother storm coming in. This is what's happening in these areas. So let's go ahead and start up in here in southern Maine and New Hampshire and see what is happening. Now, if you're in this dark blue, you're under this winter storm watch area. This is wind chill advisories. Oh my goodness. So very cold. I'm talking some places 30 below zero, my friends. Cold, 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 cold. When you get up to Bangor, this is just a hazardous weather outlook. But you can see if you live in any of these areas, you are under this winter storm watch right now. So let's go check it out. Now, as of now, they've changed it just a little. Not 30 below zero is what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like 20. But what's the difference, folks? It's going to be so very cold. Please prepare for it. And this weekend, a significant storm system, of course, is going to move through the Northeast Saturday night into Sunday, and the snow is going to quickly break out across the area. Now, there remains some uncertainty with the exact track of this low pressure, but signals for very cold, low-level air masses have increased, and the confidence for significant amounts of wintry precipitation enough to issue a winter storm watch, while 6 inches or more of snowfall is possible for all of the forecast areas. Some locations in southern New Hampshire and coastal western Maine could see a mix with sleet and freezing rain in the northern track scenarios. At this time, the forecast is a fairly widespread double-digit snowfall, but exact amounts or ranges will begin to narrow as we get closer. Okay, and by the way, I am going to have a live show tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. if nothing changes. And I apologize for not having a update last night. I had a appointment to keep yesterday, and when I go and have treatments, I can't do anything hardly but get home. Afterwards, I have to rest. But here are the areas right here. You can see, my goodness gracious, everybody who is in this now. They're forecasting heavy snow with snow accumulations of greater than 6 inches. I done told people in the South China area, I think it's going to be much more than that you're going to get. I could be wrong. I hope I am. But prepare for 6. Prepare for more, and let's hope you get 6. That's what I'm going to say, okay? This is for portions of central, northern, and southern New Hampshire, south central, southwest, and western Maine from Saturday evening through Sunday evening. Now, if you're in this portion of Massachusetts, all up in here, Boston included, as of now, you're under the winter storm watch. Let's see what's happening. You are under a winter storm watch right now, in effect from Saturday afternoon through Sunday evening. This is for northern Connecticut, northern Rhode Island, and all of Massachusetts east of the Berkshires except for the South Coast, Cape, and Islands. Heavy mixed precipitations possible. Total snow accumulation 6 inches or more, along with ice accumulations of up to 4/10 of an inch are possible. Once again, there's going to be power outages, tree damage is likely. It's just going to be so nasty. Don't get out in it if you don't have to, people. This is for northern Connecticut, northern Rhode Island, and all of Massachusetts east of the Berkshires, except for the South Coast, Cape, and Islands. From Saturday afternoon through Sunday, expect 6 inches or more of snow with some pretty good ice accumulations on top of it. For Pennsylvania, Bradford, northern Wayne and Wyoming counties, and New York, you can see all the counties listed here. Also some Delaware counties, okay? You see it all right there, right in here. If you live in any of these areas, you are under a winter storm watch. Heavy snow, total snow accumulations 12 to 20 inches is possible, and the winds could gust as high as 35 miles per hour. This is from Saturday afternoon through Sunday afternoon. You know, traveling is going to be bad with the wind. It's going to cause blowing snow. The wind chills are going to be out of sight. Stay in, stay warm, prepare now, okay? This is 12 to 20 inches possible. And once again, let's go up here. If you live in any of these areas, this is what may happen in your areas coming up for Saturday through Sunday afternoon. Now, there's no way I can go through every single state right now. The video'd be way too long. Y'all don't like to watch my videos all the way through half the time anyway, for some. But this is for West Virginia, and it's in the mountainous areas more or less, like in Snowshoe and Elkins, but it is a winter weather advisory. It's in effect from 1 p.m. this afternoon to 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Snow accumulations 2 to 4 inches. You could get some higher amounts, of course, possible at the higher elevation and peaks. Now, this is for these areas right in here, these counties, and it's from 1 p.m. this afternoon till 10 a.m. Friday morning. I do want to slide this in right quick. This is for portions of Georgia and Florida. Frost advisories. Still going to remain chilly in the mornings for you guys, all the way down to the Daytona Beach area over here. When you move a little to the west and get up to Ocala, Gainesville, Lake City, Jacksonville is included, Waycross, Virginia. This is frost advisories. And it's looking like now that you guys, probably for tomorrow morning also, as well as this morning, you know it's cold, your temperatures could get 36 to 32 degrees, so that's going to cause frost. Please remember your pets and your plants and your pipes. And before we go any further with any more maps this morning, this is Where in the World is Chris? Chris is in Melbourne, Florida. And this is at sunrise. Check it out. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Chris. We certainly are enjoying taking your trip up and down the East Coast in your sailboat. It's great. Beautiful picture. If you have any pictures that you would like to share with us, click show more down below this video. Then scroll down. If you scroll down far enough, you'll find an email address to send them to. I'd love to get them, see them, and share them with everybody. And once again, Chris, thank you so much for sending this in. We want to keep up with you, bud, as you're going up and down the coastline of the U.S. on the eastern side. Now, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Just click my face in the lower right-hand corner. Then click the bell to make sure that you get all of the latest in weather news, forecasts, watches, warnings, and approaching storm systems. So please, please subscribe. I would appreciate it so very much. And we're going to wind it up right now with the freezing altitude map. This is going to show you folks now how this cold air is going to surge in. Where it's white, it's very, very cold. The darker the green, the warmer it is. You know the routine. This is what it's looking like at 8 a.m. this morning. We're going to go ahead and move on up to around 8 p.m. this evening. You can see it's getting a little colder now along the West Virginia borderlines up in here. We'll move up to Friday around 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. I know Atoka, Tennessee's watching this. Atoka's right up in this area. You're staying warm through Friday. Let's go to Saturday at 1 p.m. That cold air starts to march across. We will go to Sunday around 4 a.m. in the morning. Boom! That's when it's going to get cold all the way in parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Moving on up across. You guys up here where you're going to be getting some snow, you're already cold. So yeah, what you get at this point will be snow. Now, the cold keeps marching across. When we get to Monday around 8 a.m. in the morning, still fairly cold, but over here I think you're going to warm up a little bit, but you're still at 0 feet for your freezing altitude. So if you do get any precipitation, it would be in the frozen variety. So we'll move up to 10 p.m. Monday night. You start to warm up. Start to warm up then. Hey, that's looking good. So that's what it's looking like right now. Once again, I can't get everything in here. I've given you a general idea. So please tune in tomorrow around 3 p.m. I'm going to have a live show. If you can be with me at that time, that's great. Any questions, I'll look up and see what it's looking like for you at that time. But all I'm telling you is, people, we have many, many systems, and they're just starting now. With Little Brother moving across up here, Big Brother's coming down, dumping more snow up in this area. And we've got two more following it. And the snow may come down to North Carolina before it's all over. So with that all said and done, I love you all. Thank you for your donations. If you can't donate to my work, that's okay. I thank you for sharing my information and watching my videos. And if you have any family or friends in some of the areas I've talked about today, I would share this video with them, because this stuff is coming, people. Thanks for everything you do. I love you so much. Have a good day, a safe day, a warm day, and a blessed day. Peace, love, and kindness to all. Thanks for watching.